Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Elisa, otherwise known as the Mom Boss Coach, and I'm so glad you guys are here tonight, and I apologize for being a couple of minutes late. My teenage son, I'm trying to be quiet so he doesn't hear me. Okay, my teenage son has decided he wanted to make chocolate chip cookies for the very first time ever. And I am in my office just listening away to what's happening upstairs and chuckling, but I had to run up there and help him spread it out in a pan. We make cookie bars as opposed to the cookies because then you just have to spread it in a pan and cook it for 20 minutes, bam, it's done. So anyways, yeah. So I'm hoping they turn out, but anyways, I'm proud of him for doing it. Okay, so tonight I'm just going to share a few tips on how you can get engagement, people engaging on your live streams. Hello, Janie. Hello, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so let me just, okay. All righty. Oh, and wait, saw another comment. Oh, hello, Julia. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. And Myrna, thanks for hopping on, ladies. Okay, so the first tip, so like back when I first started, I first of all did not do live streams because like most of us, I overthought it, thought it had to be perfect, thought I had to have my makeup done and my hair done and a fancy outfit on, the whole thing. Well, first of all, let me tell you, none of that is true. Yes, tonight I have a touch of makeup on, but if you go through the trainings in the unit section or the guides or whatever Facebook is calling it now, you'll see quite a few with no makeup on. And the reason, excuse me, not the reason that I don't wear makeup, it's just when you're home all day long and you don't have to go anywhere, why bother, for one thing? But it's also more relatable to your audience. So like, my audience are women just like me. We're busy. We have families. We might have outside jobs. We're running around like crazy. Maybe on the days that we just stay home, why do we want to put makeup on? Like, who cares? So stop overthinking it if that is what you're doing. So basically there is I'm just going to touch on this. Actually, I'm going to share my screen so I can show you. Okay. All right. Let me just share my screen, because I found this graphic that kind of is helpful. Okay. So it's called the Live Video Marketing Funnel. Hang on, let me turn off this banner in case it's covering anything. So the Live Video Marketing Funnel. So your lives are sort of doing more than one job, depending on where your audience is in their journey with you. So for instance, the attract part of the funnel, which is the very top of the funnel, these would be, you could be doing lifestyle streams, you could be doing product giveaways, you could be doing some sort of leadership thing that is in line with your product or service. Facebook group streams, I'm not 100% sure what that means. Maybe it's just you're sharing a video you had done in a private group onto your profile page. You can do it yourself, live how-tos and Q&A sessions, and behind the scenes. So what those types of lives are doing is attracting new leads for you, attracting new people to your profile so that you are constantly having new leads coming. So then another part of your live stream funnel is called the convert part. And these could be live product demos, persona specific. Again, I'm not sure what that means, so I will scroll down and see what that is all about. A webinar, and a webinar can be like a teaching webinar. You want to teach them about, let's take for instance, health and wellness. If you have a skincare line, you could be teaching them how to take care of their skin at all the different decades of a woman's life. Like your skin in your 20s is much different from your skin in your 50s. So you could be doing that. And then at the end, you show the skincare routine that you yourself do. You can do a live case study. So that could be an interview. Well, like it says underneath there, client interviews. So you can interview a customer of yours who has been using your products and has had great results and just loves it. And you can also do a Q&A session. So those lives are for the people that you've already attracted, and they're just kind of getting to know you. Okay, so they're starting to get to know you and trust you and like you. So then this is where that's going to nail that in even more. Then the next part of your live funnel, your live stream funnel, is the close. So you could give a live testimonial, QVC style. Don't know what that is, but I'm sure it explains it. You can sell on this live, but again, remember attraction marketing. Remember, you don't want it to be spammy. You don't want to splash the name of your company and products all over, because you want them asking you about it, not Googling it for themselves. So be careful with anything that is selling or a promotion. Okay, you have to get a little creative and do it more as a curiosity as opposed to a full out promotion and sales live. Again, you can do that type of live if you have a group that is specific to what you are selling. So if you have a group of people that are there because they like your product, then that's different. But when you are just on your profile wanting to get new leads and customers, don't be making it a spammy live stream. Okay, so that's the close. So that's when your leads have come in, they've seen your content and watched your content, engaged with your content. They are beginning to know, like, and trust you. And now they want to jump in and see what it's all about. Okay. Then the last part of the funnel is the delight part of your live stream funnel. So that could be a live training on something. That could be an onboarding for a new customer or team member. Okay. Educational content, product training, community building. So this is all stuff to delight your new customer or team member so that they are glad, for one thing, that they've hopped in with you. Okay. That you aren't just, okay, you've bought from me, see you later. That they know that you are going to be with them for a bit of time till they get going on it. Okay, so that's kind of the job of a live stream video. Let me just scroll up here to see if I can see what that QVC style it means. I know I saw it. What was that in the close stage? Okay, QVC style, it still doesn't say what a QVC style selling video is. Well, we'll have to Google that. We'll have to Google. I'll do it right now. QVC style video. QVC style video. I guess I should have done this before I hopped on with you guys. Oh, I guess it's just, that's weird. I guess it's just more for like showing the product in its environment. So if you have like jewelry, you're showing it on your arm or your earrings or your necklace, that sort of thing. So that's what it is. Okay, so that is the funnel, what your live does. So let's just stop sharing now. So what can you do to engage, to get your audience engaged? So oftentimes we go online, we do a live, and there's one view, or there's 2 views, or it goes to 5 and then back down to 2, and nobody's commenting or whatever. Well, don't despair, because that's normal. Okay, everybody, it depends what time you went on. It depends how much promotion you gave it before going on. And I believe I did that live training 2 weeks ago. So if you go back into the unit section and go to, well, no, not 2 weeks ago, because I missed last week. So the last training could be the one oh no, that was content. Anyways, I did a training on how to do that. So it'll be in the unit section. So yes, so provided you have promoted that you're going live and engaged with your followers before going live. So that will depend on how many people are on live with you. So the ones that do get on live with you, you want to make sure they stay on live with you. Okay, so first of all, you can acknowledge them when they hop on. So you can say hi to them. One thing I want to say though, and I know I've said this a few times, is if you are doing a live and you've scheduled your live for a certain time, you're not just going on out of the blue, and you've promoted that live and people know that you're going to be live at that time, get on there and don't say, oh, I'm just going to wait a couple minutes to see who else hops on. Please, 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 please don't do that. I can't stand that. I'm sorry. If I know you're going live at a certain time and I hop on and I have to wait 5 minutes for you to wait for more people, I'm not staying. People don't have time for that. So no matter whether you have one person on or no people on, get right to it. Okay, just get right to it, because again, the live will be there afterwards. People will see the replay. Okay, so don't worry about that. So acknowledge the people as they come on, like say hi to them. Ask them. You can always ask them as well, you know, how you get, if you're on live, drop a 1. If you're hitting the replay, drop a 2 or whatever. That kind of bugs me too, but it gets engagement going. And it helps the algorithm. So absolutely do that. Depending what you are talking about, you can ask a question. You could even go so far as to say, I'm from Canada. I'm from Ontario, Canada. Where's everybody else coming from? You could do that just to get engagement going, okay, while you're talking about what it is you're talking about, okay? So that's one thing. Hang on, where did I find, oh, my stuff is messed up now. Okay, so you can ask questions. So if you are doing a demonstration, for example, let's go back to the skincare thing, just because health and wellness is a big niche. So let's go back to the skincare. Say you are doing that webinar or that live training about how to take care of your skin through the decades. You're not going to be like doing it on yourself for each decade. Maybe the decade that you're in, you can do it, because that would be good. Or you wait until the end and tell them your skincare routine. So what you can do is, okay, so you're in your 20s. You're talking about how to take care of your skin in your 20s. So you could say, hey, drop a me or whatever if you're in your 20s and you use this, or you don't know what to use, or you have dry skin and you need help, or whatever. Just ask a question and then people will start to comment. And again, so when you hit the 30s decade and you start going through that, do it again. Okay, so who here is in their 30s and wants to know what to do to combat the wrinkles before they even happen? You know, that sort of thing. And do it again for their 40s and 50s and 60s and however far you go. And then at the end say, okay, now I'm going to show my skincare routine and what I've been doing for the past while. And if anyone has any questions, just shoot them below. And as I'm going along, I will answer them for you. Okay, so that is one way to get that type of live stream with engagement. And if you get it right away, like if you get people engaged right away, they're more likely to stick around. Okay, so if you ask a question right away, they are more likely to stick around for the whole thing. Okay, so that's one way. And then, okay, and you know, if you watched my other training, if you know your CTA, your call to action, which you should know before doing your live. So if you know what that's going to be, you want to make sure that people stick around so they hear that call to action. So perhaps maybe what, a third of the way through the live, you could say, and if you stick around to the end, I'm going to share something, or whatever your call to action is. Let them know that there's something interesting or fun that's going to happen at the end that you're going to ask them to do, or whatever. Okay, so your call to action doesn't always have to be click this link to buy my stuff. Okay, it could be If you want my tips on skincare through the decades, if you want that cheat sheet, drop an emoji below. But you don't want to say that till the end, but hint at it throughout the live so that people will stay to the end to hear what it is that you have for them. Okay, so that's another way, is to get them to stay, and with your call to action, like teasing your call to action. Okay, so another way, and this again was talked about in a previous training, is to schedule your live event. So you can now schedule, I don't know if you can do it on a phone, but I know you can schedule your live event on the desktop, and you can go so far as to hopping on Canva and creating a cute little graphic for it, okay, so that it stands out more. People can click whether they're interested or whether they're going to go, and then it's right there. You share that link everywhere you can think of, okay? So even if you wake up at 9 o'clock on tomorrow morning, say, and you want to do a live at 11, well, schedule it out at 9. Actually, I think you can only schedule 3 hours out. So you wouldn't be able to do it the night before, I don't believe. Yeah, so I think you can only schedule up to 3 hours out. So that would be perfect. Then you share that link everywhere. Share it in groups where you know your target audience is. Share it in your email list. And if you don't have an email list, check out my training for getting an email list started, because that is super important. Share it everywhere you can think of, on your profile, in your groups, any other groups that you know of that have your target audience, okay? So schedule your live event, make a cute little graphic in Canva. There's also a training in the unit section on Canva. It's super easy and free to use, so that's good. Okay. You can also, now I wouldn't do this until you start getting a decent amount of viewers live. You can schedule a live giveaway of one of your products or something. But the key is the person has to be on live, because at the very end of the live is when you're going to make the draw. So you could have somebody, a friend of yours, write down all the names of the people who are engaging live, and then you can quickly go to, I have that link for you. Hang on. It's a raffle, cute little raffle spinner wheel. It is called Wheel of Names. So if you go to Wheel of Names, random name picker, type in all those names. If you just have, your mom can do it, whatever. And then at the very end of your live, you run that Wheel of Names, and that person has to be on live and acknowledge they won in order to get the prize, okay? You don't want somebody, you don't want it to be where, okay, yeah, they hopped on live for 5 minutes, but they left and they still won. You don't want that. You want to make sure that they are on live for the whole thing, and they are on live to acknowledge that they won. They have to acknowledge it right then and there, okay? Or you draw the next name, okay? So that's another great way for engagement. But again, do that later on when you know you start getting more viewers on live. And then, now this is obviously afterwards, but don't just stop when the live is done. Don't stop promoting it when the live is done. Promote it for the rest of the day, even the next day. You could go into your group or on your email list and say, hey, did you miss my live yesterday about la 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 la? Well, here's the link. Check it out. And if it's the one with the giveaway and they realize they missed it, well, you can bet they're not going to miss the next one, right? So those are some easy ways to get more engagement. And again, it's a consistency thing, okay? The more you do lives, the more you get out there and do them, the more people will realize, oh, she's going live and I missed that last one she did. I really want to hop on and see what it's all about. You will start getting more and more people on your lives. And please, don't worry about what you're going to talk about. I mean, write down points. This was my problem. I would sit, and I'm not lying, I would sit all day and I would say to myself, okay, I'm going to go on tonight at 8 o'clock, and I'm going to do a live on my profile page. And I would sit all day and I would think to myself, what the heck am I going to talk about? Now, my problem is I was overthinking it to the point that I thought I always had to talk about something that was related to what I was selling. And that's not necessarily the case, okay? Because your target audience should also be people with other interests that are similar to yours. So for instance, say you love horses. I love horses. My dream since I was a little girl was to have a horse. Well, I don't have one yet, but say I did, okay? Say I was an avid horse rider. I lived on a ranch, whatever, okay? But say I was very knowledgeable in horses. That could be a big key of your target audience, okay? That could be one of your interests for your target audience. So you could go on live and just talk about something to do with your horses, right? And your target audience who's interested in horses are coming to watch that. So it does not necessarily have to be about your product or service. Not every time, okay? Talk about other things that will be of value to your audience. Okay, so let's take another example. Say you like to travel and your target audience are women who are interested in skincare after their 40s, say. So say your audience are women in their 40s and over who like clean skincare, and it has to be simple, clean skincare because they travel a lot. They love to travel. Okay, so that's another part of your target audience. Women in their 40s and over who love to travel that need a simple, clean skincare routine. Okay, but you could go on and just talk about the last place you went. It doesn't even, and you could throw in, and thank God for my skincare routine, which just fits in my little pouch, and I can even take it on the day trips with me. You know, whatever. You could just throw it in like that. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Let me just see if there's any questions. Let me go where I can see the names. Okay. Okay, do you always do the same time? Now, are you talking about your own lives? Or me right now? Me, I'm always here Mondays at 7. But for you, I would try to do it, but at the beginning, you may have to do a mixture of times to see what time you get your most engagement. So say, for instance, you tried your first live in the morning, then try your next live shortly after lunch. And then maybe the next time you do a live, try it later afternoon. And then the next time, try it in the evening sometime. And then from those ones, if you do that a couple times, like do it twice, each time twice, or even 3 times for a tiebreaker maybe. But then you will be able to see which time gets more people. I do want to say that evenings is probably the best for most people, but again, that just all depends where your target audience is, okay? And again, you're not going to be able to get everybody because of all the different time zones. Like if you have people who live in Australia, well, they're 12 hours ahead of us. So you may or may not get them depending on the time you do it. But just remember that the replay is always there, and that's when you promote it after it's done to the people, so the people who didn't catch it will catch it the next day. Okay. Hello, Karen from Louisiana. Cool. How's the weather there? Okay. Do we have any more questions? How's the weather everywhere? I hear it's crazy. Okay, so Myrna, I realized today that the computer only has an option of a room in Facebook. The phone had a live option. Okay, hang on. Let me open up a window and see what you might be meaning here. And where's my phone? Oh. Okay, so no. Okay, I think I know what you mean. When I am on my desktop, here, I'm going to share my screen again. Share. Okay. So when I'm on my desktop right here, well, it's not the one I want. Oh man. Hang on, I think I have to pick a different window. Let's try that again. Share screen, application. Well, where is it? Chrome tab. Oh, right here. Okay. Okay, can you see that? Let me see. Whoops. Perfect. Okay, so see here where it says create room. That is that. I've never done one yet. Whoops. So you can do that, but I've never done one, so I'm not sure what that's about. But live video right here. So if you click on live video, right under where you can type an update. My computer's slow. I apologize. Okay, this is where you can set it all up. Okay, so you can set it all up here. If you want to go live now, go live. See, I haven't used this a lot because I used to do my lives through Zoom, and Zoom does not like this new setup, this new live producer that Facebook has. But look, schedule live video event. So if you click schedule the event, then you can do, you pick where you want it to go, whether it be on your timeline, on a page that you manage, or in a group that you have. You call it a name, you pick the time. Now let me just double check on that. So if I picked tomorrow, oh, maybe you can pick. I must be thinking something else then. I think I'm thinking something else. Okay, so tonight, say you knew you wanted to do a live tomorrow at 9 a.m., then you could actually schedule it tonight. Okay, and then put the description of what it's about so people can see. And this stream key, just leave it because I have no idea what it is. I think it just helps you stream it to where it is you want to go. And there you go. And then don't forget, you can put a, hang on, there, the picture, let's just, let's call it something, just so I can go over here. Click next. And here's where you can pick a cover photo so it'll stand out in people's news feeds. So you could pick something generic like that, but I wouldn't. Try to go into Canva and create just a cute little graphic. They've got tons of photos in there you can choose. Make cute, pick a cute typeface and yeah, make it cute and so it'll stand out from everything else on there. So yeah, I hope that answered your question, Myrna, because that's the only thing that I could see. I don't have my phone on me because that's where the cookie recipe was. So I hope that was helpful. So my Facebook group page did not have that option. Okay, wait a minute. To go live? Oh, you could be right. Hang on. Let me go to my group and just check. Oh, yes, it does. You have, wait a minute. Yes, it does. You have to actually click on the spot where you would type a post. Let me share my screen again. Okay. Share screen, Chrome tab, this. Okay, can you see it? Perfect. Okay, so what you have to do there is click on where you would type something. Then click down here where it says add to your post. Click the 3 dots and then scroll down to the live video option and click that. And then it's going to take you, my computer's slow again, sorry. And then it's going to take you to the live producer like I just showed you. Yeah, I don't know why they hid that. So does that help, Myrna? Is that, where'd we go? Go back. I don't want to go live now. Yeah, it just takes some playing around too. So don't be afraid to play around, but don't get rid of that stream key because that won't, then your stream won't work. Rooms on Facebook are easy to do. You can schedule it and invite people to join in the room and you're seeing each other face to face like in Zoom. That's pretty cool. But it can't be recorded, can it? Is that just like a one and done kind of thing? But that would be cool for some, like if you wanted to do like a, a book review or a product review even. That would be fun too. I might try, if you guys have an idea for a room, I would love to try it with you guys. Yeah, for sure. Okay. And Karen, thank goodness the sun is shining. Yeah, I heard the weather is ridiculous. Okay, so I hope that helped. If you have questions, like if you end up hitting the replay or you're rewatching this video and you still have questions, just comment on the video on the replay here, and I will answer them for you. So have a good evening, and we will talk soon. Bye.